Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about the OPI collection that they created for the Disney movie The Nutcracker and the Four Realms. There are 15 polishes in this collection, 12 normal shades and 3 glitters, and they are limited edition, so you might want to pick up the ones that you want pretty quickly because once they're gone, they're gone. If you would like to see how these polishes look on my skin tone, then just keep on watching. I did want to go see this movie before I review this collection. That's what I normally do when there's a collection that's based on a movie or something, but they took it from my city and the closest place for me to go see it is like 2 hours away, and I didn't want to do that. I tried to find it online and it's just not available yet, so I didn't get to go see this movie so I could see how the polishes compared to what was in the actual movie. I do have a couple of dupes to show you for this collection, not for every polish in this collection, but for I think maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6, somewhere around there, I can't remember. But anyway, let's get into the swatches. Okay, so the first polish I have is called Dancing Keeps Me on My Toes, and it's a shimmery pearly white with gold glittery flecks in it, but you can't really see the glitters, and I really hate that in this polish because it seems like it would be really nice because the brush strokes in here are very minimal. But it's very frosty, very thin. It's going to take you 3 coats to get it completely opaque. I compared it to Snow Glad I Met You from the OPI Holiday Collection from last year. And the difference that I can see between these two is Snow Glad I Met You is a bit warmer because it has a touch of tan or brown in it. And Dancing Keeps Me on My Toes is just a straight up white shimmery polish. Next is the polish that I think everyone was excited for in this collection, and it's called Tinker Thinker Winker, and it's a silver hollow with micro flakies. It's a bit sheer, but it can be worn as a topper if you use it very lightly and very thinly. Other than that, to get it completely opaque or kind of opaque, you would have to have 3 coats. And yay, mainstream collections have finally started branching out and doing different things with their collections. And to show you just what it looks like as a topper, I'm showing it to you over Dancing Keeps Me on My Toes and Dreams Need Clarification, which I'll show you here in a second. Next up, we have Dazzling Dew Drop, which is a bright antique-ish type gold. It's more white than yellow. I have a lot of yellow golds, but there's something about this one that makes it a little bit different. It's not so brassy, even though it's a more yellowy gold, and there aren't any brush strokes in this one. Even with it being a metallic foily type glittery polish, there aren't any brush strokes, so I really like this polish a lot. Next I have Lavender to Find Courage, which is a pinky purpley. A lot of people say it's a 1-coater, but for me, I'm showing you 2 because the first one was just a bit streaky for me. It's very different for being in a holiday collection, but I do have to remind myself that this holiday collection is based off of a movie, so I'm sure this color is in that movie somewhere. It's really soft and pastelish, and it's quickly becoming one of my favorites. Creams are my favorite types of finishes in polish anyway, especially muted out creams like this one. I compared it to 7 Wonders of OPI because in my head it seemed like it was going to be an exact dupe. But as you can see on my nails, 7 Wonders of OPI is a more grayed out, even more muted polish, but they're still both really, really pretty. Next, I have a polish called Berry Fairy Fun, and this polish was really peculiar to me. It just looked weird. I immediately thought of Who Wonder from the China Glaze collection with the Grinch, but I'll show you that in a second. But anyway, this is a purpley shimmery berry color. It takes 2 coats, maybe 3 to get full opacity. It looks like it has pink and blue shimmers and a magenta-ish base. It's not very shiny at all. You'll definitely need a top coat with this, which makes it kind of unique. But even when I wore a top coat, it just looked weird to me. It was very dull. And as soon as I compared it to Who Wonder from the China Glaze collection, I knew right away that I was completely wrong because Who Wonder is so sparkly and beautiful, and this one is just dull and flat. Next up is Toying with Trouble, and it's a fuchsia pink cream, a beautiful 1-coater. Alright, well, everybody knows that OPI is like a genius when they do this. If I look over here to the side where all my polishes are, I have about 20 of these, I'm sure. It doesn't make any sense that they keep doing these same types of pink fuchsia polishes over and over again. Anyway, you can compare this to any fuchsia pink polish you have. You're the Shade That I Want, Mad for Madness Sake. There's plenty of them, but what I'm comparing it to here is Apartment for Two, and of course they look exactly like each other. They're exact dupes for each other. Next I have Candy Kingdom, which is the red cream in this collection. Again, classic red from OPI, almost a one coater, not unique at all. But what I can say is I love red polishes, so I'm adding this to my list of favorite reds because it's actually really beautiful. So what I decided to do was, instead of comparing it to the reds from last year's holiday collection, I found a red in my collection that I haven't used in a while. I don't remember what collection this came from or what year it came out, but it's called Cinnamon Sweet. And these two polishes look like they're exact dupes for each other. But I'm sure if you love OPI the way I do, you have a good classic red in your collection already, and there would be no need to buy Candy Kingdom. Now I have Ginger's Revenge, which is a brick brown red, and immediately I thought of Como Se Llama, but I'll let you guys know it didn't really compare the way that you'd think it would. So this one is a good two-coater. It's a deep burgundy cuticle staining red cream. I've worn this as a mani already, and actually when I wore this I paired it with Dazzling Dew Drop, and it made for a beautiful Christmas mani. It was just gorgeous. So the polish I compared Ginger's Revenge to is Can't Read Without My Lipstick, and it came from that Audrey Hepburn collection. What was it called? Breakfast at Tiffany's? I think it was called Breakfast at Tiffany's. And it was almost a perfect dupe, but Can't Read Without My Lipstick is a little bit deeper. Like they just added a little extra something something, but it's a really good comparable polish. The next polish is called Black to Reality, and it's a black jelly base with a red shimmer. Kind of metallic, duochromish. It's very sheer. I wish the shimmer was more prominent, because it would be even more beautiful than I think it is. It dries dull, so you'll definitely need a top coat with this, and it'll definitely also take 2 coats to get full opacity. Next I have Dreams Need Clarification, and it's spelled like Clara the name, and Clara is the character's name in the movie. It's a lavender-ish periwinkle blue cream. It's a 3-coater. Every polish I ever get like this is a 3-coater. It's a great spring color. It's very bright and beautiful. I really love this color, and I'm going to get a lot of use out of this when the spring comes around. I compared it to You're Such a Budapest, and I just knew in my head, I knew this was going to be a lot better of a dupe than it is. Maybe my You're Such a Budapest is just old and it's faded from being on the shelf. I don't know, but I really thought it was going to be a closer dupe than this, but they're both still really pretty. Next up, we have this beautiful bright navy blue. It's kind of got a acrylic-ish base. It's called March in Uniform, and 2 coats will give you a good opacity. It's a stainer though. Most blues like this, at least on me, they're super stainy. It's almost super shiny. It wants to be shiny. It has big dreams of being shiny. It's just not completely there. So I suggest using a really good top coat with this polish. It's really deep and inky, but for some reason it still has a brightness to it. So I compared it to You're So Euro. I don't remember when this polish came out, but that's the closest blue that I have. Okay, y'all, I finally got my green from OPI in a holiday collection, and I'm so excited. Because this really didn't feel like a holiday collection to me, except for the reds and the glitters in the collection. I guess I was expecting to see a green and maybe a gold glitter or something.
My mom said that, you know, OPI usually never puts greens in a holiday collection. Why OPI? What's up? OPI, what's good?
This one is called Envy the Adventure, and it's a beautiful bright green cream. It starts out kind of streaky and sheer, but the second coat, it just gets deeper and more beautiful, and it's going to be great for nail art. I'm so excited to have this polish. Okay, so now we're on to the 3 glitters in this collection, and this first one is called Dreams on a Silver Platter, and it's a silvery gold with super fine micro glitter, white hex pieces, and they're in a clear base. Now, of course, these glitters are toppers, but you can wear them however you want. But they're easy to work with, they layer, and the glitters move around so easily. You have plenty of time to work with them. Unlike the glitters in the China Glaze collection, they were super hard to work with and they dried really fast. So I'm showing you 2 coats here, and just to show you how it looks over a polish, I layered it over March in Uniform. Next we have Gold Key to the Kingdom, which is like the gold version of Dreams on a Silver Platter. It's exactly the same to me, except it's gold. However, it seems like the base in this one might not be as clear as Dreams on a Silver Platter. Seems like it has a little bit of a yellowy gold tint to it, or it may be just the glitters that make it look like it has a tint to it. But either way, it's super easy to work with. These glitters are just perfect to me. I'm so glad that I have them. So again, I'm showing you 2 coats here, and then to show you how it looks over polish, I layered it over Envy the Adventure. And the last polish of the 3 glitters is called I Pull the Strings, and it's a pinky goldish coppery glitter. It has pink micro glitter and silver and gold hexes in it. It looks rose gold to me from a distance, but that may just be because my favorite color and favorite finish is rose gold. And it's also in a clear base, but the base on this one also looks like it's tinted, but like I said, that just might be my eyes. And of these 3 glitters, this one is actually my favorite, probably because it looks rose gold. And it's probably my favorite layering combo with the glitters as well. I layered this one over Black to Reality, and that red shimmer that's in Black to Reality just goes perfectly well with the glitters in I Pull the Strings. And so just in case you wanted to see all 3 glitters side by side just to see the color difference between them, here they are. So let's talk about my favorite polish from this collection. Y'all already know how much I love reds and blues, so we won't even speak on the ones in this collection because y'all know that they're fabulous to me. But my absolute favorite from this collection is actually Dazzling Dew Drop. And I know that it's gold, and I said in my last video, the China Glaze and the Grinch collection, that my favorite color from that collection was Merry Whatever, and that I loved it because it was a gold that didn't look fake because it wasn't so yellowy gold. But that's exactly why I like this one, because it's so completely opposite from Merry Whatever. It's more yellow and brassy and antique, and that's what I love about it. And the best thing about this one being so foily is that there are no brush strokes in a gold metallic foily polish. I think that is just A+ to me. The formula is fabulous. It's so sparkly and shiny. So yeah, my favorite from this collection is Dazzling Dew Drop. Okay, y'all, that's all I have. See how I did for y'all? See how I squished 15 polishes and their dupes into like 10 minutes? That's how awesome I am. That's what I do for y'all. That's how much I love y'all. So I hope that you enjoyed my review of this collection. It really is a great collection. I know OPI has had a lot of sleepers in their last few collections, but this one was really good. And from the looks of it, it does seem like it matched up pretty well to the colors in the movie. I am still going to see this movie. I just didn't get to see it before I did this review. Okay, so let's do a bit of housekeeping. So in the cards, wherever they are, I always forget, I think it's this side. There's going to be a couple of videos of mine that you can go back and watch to determine if you like my type of content or not. And if you do, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel and make sure you click the little bell so that you don't miss any of my future uploads. I have a lot of plans for my channel and my social media as a whole for 2019. I need to revamp a lot of things and just start fresh. My videos in 2019 will be whatever I want them to be. I need to clean up my swatches and do a little bit better at the way I present polishes to you guys. I have a lot of different content that I want to show besides nail polish, so make sure you stay tuned. That's why I say click the notifications bell if you would like to see more content from me besides nail polish, because I do enjoy a lot of things other than nail polish. So okay, I thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. You know I do, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.